Admiral Thex Ka watched the tactical display with growing dread. The Crimson Horde's massive fleet stretched across space like a plague of metal locusts, 3,000 warships, each the size of a small moon. For 6 months, they had swept through the Outer Rim territories, consuming everything in their path. No mercy, no prisoners, no survivors. The Galactic Federation's combined fleet numbered barely 800 vessels, hastily assembled from a dozen different species. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and facing an enemy that had never known defeat. The mathematics of the situation were brutal and simple. Extinction was inevitable. "Incoming transmission from the human vessel," reported Communications Officer Vel 9, her crystalline form flickering with nervous energy. "They're requesting permission to scout ahead?" Thex Ka's 4 eyes focused on the lone ship hanging at the edge of their formation. The human vessel was laughably small compared to the Federation dreadnoughts, barely the size of a patrol craft. Its hull was scarred and patched, clearly a veteran of countless battles. The humans called it the Indomitable, though most of the fleet privately referred to it as the Coffin. "Denied," Thex Ka growled through his translator. "We cannot spare even one ship for reconnaissance. We need every weapon we have for the main engagement." The human captain's response came immediately, delivered in that peculiar flat tone their species used during combat. "With respect, Admiral, you misunderstood. We're not scouting, we're engaging." Before Thex Ka could respond, the human ship accelerated past the formation at impossible speeds. The Indomitable's engines burned with an intensity that should have torn the vessel apart, yet it held together through what the humans called sheer bloody-mindedness. "They're insane," hissed Commander Rill 7 from the weapons station. "One ship against 3,000? It's suicide!" Thex Ka watched in horrified fascination as the tiny human vessel plunged into the heart of the Crimson Horde fleet. Enemy fire converged on the ship from every direction: plasma cannons, quantum torpedoes, gravity bombs. The space around the Indomitable became a hellscape of energy and destruction. Yet somehow, the human ship danced between the attacks. It moved with impossible precision, turning and weaving through patterns that defied tactical logic. More importantly, it was fighting back. Each time the Indomitable fired, a Horde ship died. Not damaged, dead, gone, erased from existence. "How are they doing that?" Vel 9's voice cracked with disbelief. "Their weapons readings don't show anything special. Standard fusion torpedoes and particle beams." The answer came from the human ship's final transmission, broadcast on all frequencies as enemy fire finally found its mark. "This is Captain Rodriguez of the Indomitable. Tell the fleet we showed them where their weak points are. Hit the junction nodes between their shield generators. And remember, one ship was enough to prove they can die. Now show them what 800 can do." The Indomitable vanished in a ball of plasma, but its sacrifice had revealed something crucial. The Crimson Horde's seemingly invincible shields had a fatal flaw, and the human ship had exploited it with surgical precision. More than that, the enemy fleet was in chaos. Their perfect formations shattered as ships tried to avoid the debris field their own weapons had created. "All ships," Thex Ka commanded, his voice steady for the first time in months. "Target the shield junction nodes, Formation Alpha 7. The humans have given us our victory. Now we claim it." The battle that followed would be remembered as the miracle of Kepler Station. 800 Federation ships against 3,000 Horde vessels, and the Federation didn't lose a single ship after the initial engagement. The enemy's psychological advantage had been shattered along with their formation. They had faced the impossible, one tiny ship that refused to die until it had completed its mission. Later, military historians would debate the tactical brilliance of using a single ship to identify enemy weaknesses. They would analyze the Indomitable's attack patterns and write textbooks about asymmetric warfare. But the crews who fought that day understood the real lesson. When humans decide that something must be done, the universe has a way of bending to their will. One human ship had been enough.